This is so cute. Look at all the trees. Ooh, I think this could be really fun. Cheers, everybody. Thank you. Oh. Welcome back to another weekend with me here in the Metro Detroit. If you happen to be new here, I'm your girl Jordan Blackwell, former sustainable materials engineer turned lifestyle content creator behind Little Miss JB Style, helping you find what's going to feel good, sharing lifestyle, beauty, fashions, of course, shopping try-ons, you name it, all with the goal of helping you find what's going to make you feel amazing. Because baby, like, it took me a while to find those things and really come out of my shell, and a lot of finding my style led to a lot of my confidence in the life that I have today. So I'm so excited because this is going to be a packed weekend. In my Virgo mind, we're getting it all done. Not sure how yet, but we're not gonna question the process. The weekend actually started off early for me. I had a really fun event last night at Prada. They brought me to have some cocktails, look at the pieces, just be inside the store. And of course, my favorite activations in Detroit are Jojo's Shakebar, and they had a holiday party downtown as well. So really quickly, grab your little drinky drink. I'm gonna take you along to that first, and then we're gonna get into the rest of the itinerary for the weekend. did I tell y'all, a time was had. It's been so interesting navigating some of these spaces because the Prada event, while it was really, really great, like it was a little gatekeepy kind of energy, which has been still interesting to navigate in Detroit. I will say, like, over the last couple of years, it's gotten better and a lot more people are understanding we need to collaborate, right? Like, you being in the room and you being cute is like cool, but the way that we're going to be able to get on the radar for other brands and bigger opportunities for all of us is to show that these things are happening in the city. These are things that you want people to come to the city to see. Like, that's how I've always approached like my content with the city as somebody who's not originally from here. It's like I never knew a lot of this stuff was here. And so I love getting to share that, like, here's these places I didn't know, here's these events, here's these brands. And that's what was really kind of like interesting about Prada. Like, I ran into a lot of the girlies in the space, so it was really fun to talk to them. Some that I've seen, like, still even in Detroit, like, I've seen you on Instagram and we've DM'd and talked, but we've never actually met in person. So that was really, really fun. I ran into my girl April, who is another amazing Filipino blogger, and a few other people recognized me, which still feels so surreal. Like, y'all, if you meet me in person, I just kind of give you like, it's still new for me, but very exciting. So please don't feel nervous to come up to me, but like, just give me a moment to process because it's still surreal, honestly. And then Jojo Shakebar, as you saw, I always get fed so well. They had ornament decorating, all kinds of things. So that, I always love to go to Jojo's. Like, they have so many fun, like, seasonal things going on, so many fun drinks. Oh my God, the milkshakes, you need a second person. I promise you, like, as someone who has a sweet tooth, do not attempt it alone. Getting into the rest of the weekend, however, and the very, 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 very chaotic, because that wasn't even the best of it, y'all. That's not even going to be the best of it. We're doing a little shopping today for the holidays because I have 12 days of Giftmas, okay? So in previous years, of course, if you follow my Instagram and TikTok, you know, your girl likes to dress up for the holidays and give you outfit inspiration. So usually doing like 5 days, 12 days, 30 days, I had like 30 outfits. Last year, by the time it was all said and done, I went overboard. But this year, I get to bring you gifts along with the outfits. I have amazing partners who have sent me amazing products. I have full Osea bottles. I have full SK2 bottles. I have Clinique samplers for you guys, $100 gift cards. Like, I'm getting there. Like, I'm so excited to be able to give back to my community. So please make sure, if you're not already, follow me on Instagram because that's where the giveaway is going to be hosted. But not only does that mean the tree has to go up, which this will be the second time, y'all, because as you know, like, my family's in Wisconsin, my dad's in Baltimore, so it's kind of like a juggling act between the two, and I'm never actually home for the holidays. So I had not put up trees and decorations for years. And then when COVID happened and my mom got sick with COVID 2020, yeah, so 2020, I ended up staying home by myself and having Christmas alone. And that was the first year I kind of was like, let me put up some lights. And I was like, I miss this and I miss doing this. So since then, like, I have bought a tree. You saw it last year. Here's what last year's tree looked like. Decorating it a little differently this year, but then also wanting to put something back here because this is normally where I do my outfit videos for the gram. And of course, like, I'm thinking like for the actual giveaway portion, because this is the first time I'm doing like product placement basically, right? Because the brands are gifting these things. These aren't like sponsored. I didn't want it to be sponsored. I really wanted it to be like organically brands that I worked with and products I love that I was going to be able to share with you guys. So I'm thinking like I'm either going to come out like, you know, my cute little intro and either have like a cute little box and be like, what's in the box? Or like a cute little stocking and then be like, cute little things in my little stocking like that I'm giving away this year. So I'm thinking about that. I want like 2 to 3 formats because I really, really want to, of course, like test it out as I roll it out for next year, because a lot of the things I tell my clients, which is the second really fun thing happening this weekend, and I still need to finalize, is I'm hosting a second workshop. CreatorCon is a big-ish deal here in Detroit. They are trying to grow and really just create a space for creators of all kinds. So it's not your traditional creator conference. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Like, do not go in here expecting like, here's how you're gonna break down your social media, here's how you're gonna like film all your videos. It's a lot more fireside chats with people across industries, finance, real estate, fashion, as well as some creators and podcasting, right? So they bring in a lot of people to have a variety of conversations and understanding the power of content within each of those spaces. So I'm really excited because I was an ambassador last year and I really wrote down in my manifestation journal, like, I will be hosting a workshop here. And here we are, hosting another workshop with my girl Diamond and Becca, and we're doing ideation to creation. And one of the things I'm sharing in the workshop not only is my ebook, so excited, that's gonna drop to the public around Thanksgiving, but this is just for people attending the conference for now, because I really wanna get some feedback and test it out before I hand it out to y'all. But then too, like a lot of the content that we're creating, if you're doing it right, it isn't just meant to be like only to be consumed right now. Like the great content, really good content, and the way that I've always approached content, which is why my growth, a lot like Monroe Steele, like has been slower, is I focus a lot on evergreen content. So what is content I can put out now that's going to resonate for a couple of years, right? And so that's why the holiday ones are so fun, because I'm already bringing in views from last year, from the 3 years I've been doing holiday outfits. So people are already getting excited and getting ready for when I drop the ones for this year. And that's a really powerful marketing tool as a creator, reaching out to these brands like, hey, if you want to partner, here's why you should partner, because here's the videos I did last year that are already in October, we're getting viewed. Like here's the holiday outfits that we're already getting people re-inspired and excited for this year. Here's the ones from last year starting to gain traction. If you put yourself in here now, like we're going to get you views, and then the year after, you see what I'm saying? So the workshop is tomorrow. So the goal is to do my shopping today. I have Amber has her fireside chat as well. There's a couple of final touches I want to put on the PowerPoint and the ebook and make sure all that's just finalized before tomorrow. So today's going to be shopping around but chill. And then tomorrow, taking you to CreatorCon, I'm going to go a little bit early so you can really kind of see everything. Plus, afterwards, I'm meeting with my girls, Ashlyn and Micaiah, at the Fenty event. They are having a private event, naughty and nice for the holidays. So I'm going to get to take you inside of Fenty if you missed the short video that I posted over on my TikTok recapping like their grand opening, so you can see what's inside, some of the things I'd be eyeing up that could make some good gift ideas, because I was pleasantly surprised. I'd never really shopped Fenty, but I really loved it. And then Sunday, a day of more relaxation. I'm very excited. My girl Becca is hosting a Pilates class. So we're gonna work those buns, those arms, get those Pilates bodies. And then I also have another event with Hoop Mobs. If you are unfamiliar, they make earrings. So they're coming to the D, hosting up in Shinola. So it's a really fun but busy weekend. So the goal is to get all of that done, still get a reasonable amount of sleep, and show up. So let me get some food because I'm starving. We're gonna go to a coffee shop and just grab something really quick to go. And then we're gonna head to TJ Maxx and Home Goods and see what we find, see what we see, and you can get some ideas of like what I'm eyeing up. And of course, we'll recap back here at the end if there is anything that I purchased. So let's go and get some food and go shopping, because my stomach has said, baby, you have 10 minutes before you get hangry and you're about to be rude to everybody. So let's go. Then, of course, really quick for the fit check, I did get the H&M jacket. Somebody returned it in my size. This is why I keep telling y'all to be patient, because when I say not only did it get returned, I got it for 20% off. This is an extra small, giving what it needs to give. The turtleneck you've seen before too, also from H&M. Wanting just a little bit of Mew, something fun, because it is very gloomy now in the fall for Michigan. The men's Zara cargo jeans. Again, super comfy, super cool with my New Balance sneakers, which also have some animal print, adding to the look. My go-to jewelry, I have the Brocky earrings, my go-to rings, and then I'm gonna do the Brandon Blackwood bag. I don't know why it's not sitting up straight for y'all, but something, again, very easy because I can fit my camera in there, fit when I need to fit, and of course with all the pockets too. It just makes it so easy. I actually am surprised that I'm gonna say this. I think I want a medium-sized black bag. All right, and hold your breath, because like I don't really like big bags. I've told y'all, my mom is not a purse girly at all. Like she does not carry a purse. She carries a fat wallet and then hands it to me and tells me to put it in my little purse. And so I've just always been a little purse person because I hate digging around in a big purse. And even in my little purses, I can't find what I'm looking for. So I'm really like on the fence because I love this Brandon Blackwood bag, but I do like having kind of like zip tops and open top bags, just obviously on the days I'm creating, because it's just so much easier to like shove all my stuff in there, everything fits, and then I can like easily grab it instead of like I gotta open the flap and then move things around, because I love Brandon and I love the big B energy. But this bag is a little bit small for like the content creation days. So it's days like this, I'm like, dang, I should invest in like a bigger, like a medium size. So I'm gonna look, because actually, I mean, Prada, it wasn't, the ones, of course, I was looking at was not black, as you saw. It was definitely the leopard print. I was definitely being summoned. But we'll see. That might be on the Christmas list for while we are out and about. But let's get some food and get to TJ Maxx and Home Goods and see. I wonder if where is the nearest Marshalls? We'll see. We're gonna go where we go. We're gonna go where the day takes us. When did you guys get an actual sandwich in here? Uh-oh. That's new, y'all. I am gonna have to start getting up my syrup game because I will be getting, not sure how, not sure when, but I'm getting an espresso maker for the holidays, doing it. So I'm trying to find some good flavors. Y'all, I was just talking about how an air fryer toaster oven has been on my Christmas list. This one from Cassia, I love the way it looks. I love the idea of the power buttons, and the size is giving it's gonna fit on my countertop. This might have to go on the Christmas list. I see something. Now, is my new strategy cute little bags? These are canvas bags. I love this idea. A little canvas bag. Oh, that's not bad. For the living room table, I kind of like this idea. Okay, wait, y'all. I wish it didn't say Merry Christmas because I do want to keep it obviously like friendly for everybody, but I do love this idea of like coming out with a big gift sack and then it's like everything's in the bag. This might be what happens. I'm loving this idea. Should have started at Home Goods. If you have the option between Home Goods and TJ Maxx, start your hunt at Home Goods. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go. How fun are these? Oh. Okay. See, now this already has it on there. Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay. Like, look at that. This might be the one. I might get 2 of these and be good. I love this. Like, I do love the idea of like just the red and no green. There's so many fun pillows. The problem is I don't need any of this. Like, I love the idea of a good luxury pillow. The downside is they always get moved out of the way because you know how I feel. I lay on my cute little satiny pillow to protect my curls, and the rest of these just, they end up having to get moved, and it's like, why do I do that to myself? Like, why do we do that to ourselves? That's a good box. I also really like this one. They don't have it in a smaller size though, but I love it. It's textured. I do like this one. I really like these. Y'all, this is so cute. Look at all the trees. But they actually have enough quantities. Like, that's the one thing I love about at home. It's like, do you see the Santa? Don't worry. There's not just one like there's at TJ Maxx or Home Goods. We have 30 of them. Don't worry. It's moving day. I will just be buying more like new boxes. That they have black Santas. This is the first black Santa I've seen all day. The first. And they have different kinds of black Santas. Because that was going to be my first thought was like, I think I told you it was going to be to find like a cute stocking and then pull stuff out of the stockings. I don't really like the checker plaid look though. The retro bells are nice. These are so funny. There's a snowman and he's got brain freeze, so the way the air makes him look, it's like he's touching his head because his brain's freezing. It was like, it's 90% off, bitches. This, I'm sorry. Are we selling Target branded slippers and Target branded PJs right now? The dog slippers are cute, I'm not gonna lie. Like, y'all, the dog slippers seem like a solid move, but the rest of this, I have questions. Old lady-ish. No, this isn't what I want. We are on the mission for stockings, and it's looking like, I don't know why it feels like Target feels like they're still setting up somehow. Oh, they have Hanukkah stuff. Very proud of them. Mission very much accomplished. First of all, can we please talk about how cute Dessert Oasis's holiday cups are? And I just love when small businesses are able to do these like super cutesy things with their cups. It honestly gives me like a sigh of relief, like, okay, they're doing good, because I'm sure you also had a hard time processing the results of the election. Like, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room, which was like, what? What happened? And I hate to say, like, knowing that Hillary lost, I knew it was a stretch for Harris. I knew it was. But man, was I hopeful. And it took me a long time to get to, I would say, acceptance. And the big thing for me, honestly, like the huge takeaway I had is like women, and women of color specifically. Can we start creating businesses that are catering to the people with money, that are catering to these rich white men? Like, can we please stop making it expensive to be us? Because as we complain about being a woman is expensive, like it's so, y'all, the one great thing about my job, it does not cost y'all any extra money to support me, right? If you're gonna spend money and you use an affiliate link, it's no extra cost to you. If you watch a video and you watch the whole thing, again, no extra cost to you. I really love that about my job, and I really, really have been pushing. Like, I'm seeing so many people talk about how do we keep the money circulating in our economy and within our circles, within our companies. But the other question, the bigger question is, how can we be opening businesses that attract the people with money to help subsidize? Like, a lot of the brand deals I get, they are big companies, Valentino, Pinterest, owned by rich white men. And so guess what? I'm charging them. So when a person of color business, a woman-owned business, a black-owned business comes to me and says that they have a tight budget, I'm able to work with them because I'm waxing the people with the munties to get mine, okay? So that I can continue to help us out. Like, that's one of the biggest things, because I love that black women, we are opening businesses, getting master's degree, doctorate degrees, like we are doing the things, but a lot of the businesses are like catered to women, and again, like women of color. And so it's like candles and clothes and journals and like, you know, those kinds of things, and they're great. But the people who typically buy those are women, and things are already expensive for us. So like, can we please form a group chat and talk about if we're not opening businesses that attract rich white men, how are we at least getting financed by the rich white men? Okay, like how are we getting grant money from these companies like Chase and GM? Like a lot of those companies do give out grants to businesses and businesses of color, right? Like how are we making sure we're getting that money to make our stuff for women and other women and women of color? Not, you know what I mean? Like, again, instead of charging each other $300 for hair, $200 for nails, like, babe, I get it. I wanna live the looks lifestyle too, but I don't wanna do it at the expense of you as a woman of color. Okay, like, that's the soapbox for today on that. Like, I'm not gonna get too much into like what's wrong with this country, because y'all, the experiences I've had, like, again, working at GM for as long as I did, and I knew very much where a lot of my coworkers stood the first time around. And I was so glad I didn't have to go back into a corporate office after that, because I was like, the way y'all could left, right, sideways support the Cheeto man and say things about that, but let me have a different opinion, and somehow we shouldn't be talking politics in the office and it's not professional. But you can talk about a convicted felon who is now going to be our president. So for a lot of people wondering, how do I support more women-owned businesses, black-owned businesses? If you want to support a black woman every time you spend money, buy things online, take that link with whatever you're about to buy, send it to your favorite creator, ask them to make you an affiliate link. You're not gonna get charged any extra. Affiliate links do not come at your expense. It'll take her 2 minutes, she'll send you a link, you purchase your thing. Even if you're shopping at Amazon, at Target, wherever, she will get commission then. Like, that's how we're gonna make sure every time we are spending, a woman of color gets paid. That's how we're gonna make brands see that women of color do deserve bigger budgets and the money that we are asking for when we collab, because we do have influence in many ways that are visible and a lot of ways that aren't. Like, one of the cool experiences I keep having you know, I went to Seven Sundays the other day to meet up with Eden, and like I'm sitting there going through my stuff, and a woman comes up to me like, oh my gosh, you're Jordan Blackwell. Like, I started going to this coffee shop because of you. She doesn't follow me on Instagram. She didn't like my post, didn't comment on my post, but saw my post and is now a loyal customer of Seven Sundays. Like, this is what I mean when like not everything we do is gonna be visibly seen, but you are creating impacts even when people are not following you, are not liking you, and I just stress that. Like, that's one of the things I will say I love about this role is like, I know specifically a lot of the brands I work with, who owns them, where they've donated their money to, and understand like the positioning I have to ask for more money and not, again, like wax the businesses that need these services that, you know what I mean? Like, it's already, again, it's expensive to be a woman. It just is. Like, so that's, if you ever wondered where JB stood, let me make it so clear, okay? With that, let's get into the new additions to Shea JB. I'm going to not decorate just yet, so you're just gonna get like a cute on the side of like the things I bought because I need to finish editing some video. I want to finalize some of the PowerPoint stuff, and then we'll get into actually like decorating. So my goal is like to be decorating from like 3 to 5, because I think, yeah, 3 to 5, and then hopefully make it downtown to Amber's thing. If not, it won't be the end of the world, because one thing about me, when I'm in a flow, I want to flow. I want to like, you know what I mean? When you're in your zone of genius, like when you're in that mode where it's like, nothing can disrupt me, I really don't like to break it. So if that's what happens as I start decorating, that's what's gonna happen. But a quick look at what I picked up from HomeGoods, TJ Maxx, and Target. For Target, I really was not impressed for their in-store stuff again, but that's okay. I ended up finding some really cute, these were like $10 for some cute cards. For one of the collaborations I have coming up, I feel like this would be a cute little like way to integrate it. When I'm able to release that, you'll see it on Instagram, so keep your eye out there. They also, because of what it is, want it to be like a fun stocking stuffer, and I don't have any stockings. So I found this really, really cute. Like, how great is this red color? Like, in that thick cable detailing, very on brand for JB, because y'all know I love texture. So this was a really good find. And as a flowers looking so pitiful on my coffee table, a poinsettia that I should be able to keep watering and should hopefully last me through the holiday season. I just, again, the red coloring I think is gonna look so amazing with the navy couch and obviously the shades of green. So that's what I'm playing around with. Then from TJ Maxx, again, I feel like if you're looking for good decor, as you saw, like HomeGoods and At Home, we're killing it. Like, so many good options. But, okay, for the 12 days of Giftmas, because originally I was gonna use the stocking, right? I thought that could be fun, but how? I just think this is so cute, like from Santa, from the North Pole, and then I can come walking out with like my big ass bag, like wham, it's 12 days of Giftmas, what's inside? I think this is gonna be way more playful, but I do still have the option, obviously, of like the stocking as well as a couple of the boxes I'll show you in a second. I also got some really cute themed press-on nails. They're like burgundy and peppermint, and they have like gingerbread and things. These are gonna be so fun. I usually do just like the Kiss brand white ones, but I figured for the holiday season, these are gonna be so cute. So I'm gonna put these on probably Sunday after I've got everything set up, so I don't have to worry about accidentally like knocking one of these off, and then I can go into the full week of like filming all the outfits. Yeah, these are gonna be so cute. Then again, with the collab in mind, as well as like some getting everybody excited, this really cute notepad, I figured like, kind of like Santa, here's my list, checking it twice. So getting some like detail shots of me writing down maybe like what some of the giveaways are, like who's on the list. So this is just like a really fun, kind of on theme as you'll see the rest of the stuff that I got with like the holiday Giftmas stuff. Also, to go inside the boxes as I send them out for Giftmas, just some cute like tissue paper. I really wanted something simple. And again, like you heard me say, I was really trying to avoid like Christmas, because I get not everybody celebrates Christmas. So I wanted to make it obviously like holiday neutral. So there's all kinds of cute colors, all kinds of little detailing. So I thought this was like super fun. The last thing from TJ Maxx, again, for like my coffee table, I just wanted something very simple. So I love this like little candle. It's got cute like pine cones inside and then the bow on top. So I just figured like this by itself with the poinsettia, it's gonna look super cute on the coffee table. So you're gonna get to see how that setup turned out a little bit later. HomeGoods, I really went to work. Like, they had what I was looking for. So for the garland that I think I'm gonna put behind the couch, I got this really gorgeous, like you saw in the store, with the really cute like berries. I thought this, again, so fun. Really wanted to play on like the green and the red to contrast with like the navy. and just so extra. And I do have like little tree lights already. I have tons of Christmas lights from previous years. So I think I'm gonna wrap some Christmas lights around this too and put it behind the couch as part of the decor. I snatched up a couple more gift boxes. I feel like I buy gift boxes, maybe like 1 or 2 every season. They're like 10 bucks, but just because again, brands are always looking for like holidays, gifting, and they want like cute props. So I always try and find some. So I really like this one with the gold bow and the Christmas trees and this very elegant like merry and bright, and it like has a nice, you know, just cute detailing. So these I also feel like when they're not in use, I'm gonna have also on like the coffee table, just as like some holiday decor as well. I do find like I like to have these little packages around the house. I don't really do the Santa figurines or figurines like that because storage is limited. Like it's more about storage, because if it was up to me, I love to host. Like ask any of my friends, when I do it, it's like next thing you know, the whole place is decorated. I have spent way more money than I intended to because I just love like really setting up a vibe. So that's one of the things I feel like going into 2025, I'm definitely excited. There's a couple of brands I'm already in talks with about like, here's what I have in mind. I really want to do this hosting and like do it real fun, real big. So gift boxes, like I said, because even like sitting like this, right? So cute, just for decor, and again, props as I work with brands. Of course, for the winners of the giveaway, I thought it would be so cute to just have these like little Santa tags for the inside of the boxes as well to go with the paper. Again, just as like a thank you, because I can't be doing this without you guys. Like, yes, I just needed to start, but y'all vibing with me, watching my videos, supporting me, like it means the world. And so I really, really love, I'm so excited to be able to give away some really good gifts for y'all. So I want to make sure I had a cute little like handwritten thank you in each of the boxes as well. Then for those of you who don't know, I have a weird niche obsession with like good glassware. And I always love to find ones with the cute little like gold rim. And I always, this is why I had to stop going to TJ Maxx and Home Goods and stuff. Like I used to go almost every Saturday. Like my ritual when I first moved out to Michigan, lived in Canton, was like, I worked out in Milford and Novi was on the way home. So I'd stop at 12 Oaks Mall every Friday, peruse the new ins, Forever 21, H&M, like that was the good mall. And then Saturday morning, I would wake up and go to like TJ Maxx and Home Goods, the IKEA, just walking around and getting inspired. Like that was so important for me to like get that inspiration. And this was one of the obsessions I started having, was just cute little cups. I'll drink my water out of this. I drink like my kombuchas out of this. It's just little luxuries, okay? Like these are those little luxuries. It's $5, but I just be pinky up, giving rich auntie, luxury auntie Claus, which is the character I am introducing actually for the 12 days of Giftmas. I introduced it last year as a teaser, but like, I can't wait for y'all to see the finished product. It's so much fun, so much work gone into it. Like me and my videographer, Ronnie, were at Somerset getting hassled a little bit, because the hard part about creators, not the hard part, honestly, just I try to be cognizant. Like obviously not everybody wants to be in my videos, and I also don't need everybody in the background of my videos. And the mall is also, Somerset's a little weird because they're like, yes, come take photos, but like don't take pictures of the storefront and don't take videos of the storefront. And it's like, so where do you want me to stand, babes? Like where can I actually film and take photos if not to show off? So that was a little bit of a struggle, but I cannot wait to release. Like here's a teaser photo, because it's gonna be so much fun. Let me go ahead and get a protein shake. I just feel like that, or a smoothie whenever I'm like a day like this. Very easy to like drink, get my protein, get my nutrients, because you know we've got to stay healthy, baby. We need to be healthy. Before I go into my editing of the video and getting that kind of stuff together, and hopefully, like I said, I can stay on task to get started. Like that's gonna be the big hassle. Like once that's taken down and moved out of the way, the decoration's gonna be like easy. The other hard part, not hard, but the other thing is, again, I think a lot of people forget that like, depending, I have to film twice. So if I want to share me setting up the Christmas tree, it's like, okay, I have to film it in landscape, whoop, then film it in portrait. So also just trying to make sure I have time to capture that really, really well, especially again, it's gloomy. I was really hoping for sun today just so I would have better lighting for the videos, because in post with the color grading, y'all, the amount of time that goes into like, let me fix that, it's too dark, it's too, there's, again, just behind the scenes stuff. So very excited. I want to get that out of the way for sure, at least today. And that way, worst case, if none of the decorating happens today, I can get it done first thing in the morning, still have plenty of time to get to the workshop, catch my girl Maikia. She hosts a really awesome podcast. She's moderating one of the fireside chats, and then our workshop, getting into Fenty, and I think they're talking about dinner after. Like, it's gonna be, we gonna have a fun little weekend. Just so y'all can kind of appreciate, like, that's the studio light I usually use when it's like cloudy or dark. It's still dark in here, so I'm gonna figure that out. But with my extra light over here, as you're seeing, it's like this will be bright for when I shoot over here to put the Christmas tree. Then I'm gonna have to like readjust the light somehow so that this is brighter, because you don't want the light obviously in. You see how much work we gotta do, but I kind of want to capture, obviously, like, this is what it looks like before, and then capture, like, here it is after. So I'm trying to make sure the lighting for the before is good and kind of natural and at least bright before moving into the detail shots, because I feel like those are a lot easier to light. So this is some behind the scenes of what filming looks like in the dark or just on bad, like, gloomy weather days, to try and get that, like, good natural, as close as you can get to natural lighting with not natural lighting. About 2 hours later, but we are finally done. The garland, I have to fix just a little bit. I don't know why this side is looking like wonky, but I'm gonna fix it. The tree, old from Meyer. The decoration's also old from Target. Same with the garland above the mirror. I think it turned out really, really nice. The one thing that just did not work out for me, y'all, was this. For whatever reason, the batteries were not working. I tried different batteries, so that's gonna get returned, because I actually like the setup I have. I had bought these Amazon candles a while ago, and look, one sec, was like, pow, right? So I actually think this turned out really, really nice, low key, but still giving festive. So I need to put everything away. I am starving and bushed, so I'm just gonna chill for the rest of the evening, and I will catch y'all in the morning. It is workshop day. As you can see, or you saw, the decorations have gone up. We lost a nail last night, so got my morning stretch in, set my intentions, not just for the day, but for the workshop. I've really been getting back into that practice of like taking the 10-20 minutes to brain dump some things out, write out just a lot of different things, and really set intentions, because I would like to remind myself why I started. And I think like I'm seeing so many people talk about like make social media fun, and I'm like, has it not been fun? Because I've been having fun the whole 10 years. Like, and I have found the moments it hasn't felt fun is because I lost sight of my intentions. I lost sight of like, my goal is to help like a new person a day, you know? And so when I remind myself like, hey, here's my intentions for today. Here's my intentions with this workshop. Here's what I'm hoping for myself. Because again, I'm still new navigating these spaces, like speaking, getting to meet a lot of you in real life, you know, dropping like knowledge and stuff. It's awesome. But it's definitely new. So it's like sometimes I won't even say the imposter syndrome, but also remembering like we have social batteries too. I remember sitting at CultureCon and looking at Skylar, and I could tell like she's trying to, you know, like be nice and say hi to everybody. She's so sweet, right? But I could tell she was kind of tired, like, okay, my social battery, you know? So I'm just trying to remember that this morning, which is why I had a very slow morning, a smoothie instead of that god-awful protein shake. Oh my gosh, y'all. So making sure I get my protein, did my stretches. Me and Anna did our walkies, the makeup and the hair. Might fix up the little swoops a little bit, but done. I'm trying to get there. Here's always the hard dance. When it comes to stuff like this too, like I have Anna, and I have yet to find somebody I trust to like come to my house and let her out. So I have to do this like, okay, the workshop's at 3:45, but my friend goes on at like 2, so I want to see her, and then I have an event, literally, the Savage Fenty event is right after. Like, our workshop is probably going to end somewhere around like 4:30. The Fenty thing starts at 5. Like, so going to that, and then it's like straight from there, the girlies, Ashlyn and Micaiah, we are talking about grabbing dinner afterwards. So I'm really excited, but I have to make sure like obviously Anna is taken care of. So I'm thinking I'm going to get me a little coffee and snackums and maybe sit at a coffee shop for like an hour or two, be back home by 1 to take her for a short walk, and then be out of here by 2:30 at the latest. So that way I'm there by 3, and I have about like an hour or so before the workshop actually starts. That's my game plan. And then going into the events, I am super excited. This time around, I feel a little bit more relaxed, having done the first workshop, and again, just all the events like happening this week, and I think I'm just getting kind of in a good flow of it. So just taking that as it comes and coming off of some of the stress from yesterday, because these brands, y'all, one thing they will have is the audacity, like, I can't tell you who, but one of the brands that like I have been doing work for a long time, and it has been in kind, it has been gifted because I really wanted to explore the brand and understand the brand. They're like putting me in a really tough position, and they're basically threatening like, even though they've never paid me, like, well, we might end this partnership if you don't fulfill this obligation of posting, even though that would make me breach partners that are paying me. And it's like, vibes. So that was a lot of back and forth yesterday, because the hard part about the brand is like, I get the terms and conditions. What happened is they end up like telling me about these campaigns that we have to be a part of after the fact. So it's like, you'll submit, get your little items, you know, really excited. And then like, oh, by the way, halfway through the month, like, you need to post on this date. And I'm like, okay, well, wait a minute. Like, I wouldn't have submitted and said yes to y'all and like accepted products knowing that those were the dates before you guys sent me over all of this stuff. Like, so I'm trying to figure out, like, can I at least post this day? Like, I want to honor my obligations to you, but I'm not breaching the people paying me. I'm not doing it. Like, and y'all aren't offering to pay me to do it, you know? And again, you're like, we might prompt a review of like our partnership with you. And it's like, and it might be, you know what I mean? And as I'm saying it out loud, like, it might be time, because as I'm moving into 2025, like, truly, I only want to work with people who value me. And I get paid for content that doesn't even see the light of my pages, like, and good money. Like, election season, y'all, the Monty was good, and none of that content, like half of the content I did was not on my page. Like the work I did for YouTube and the NFL, not on my page, and I was paid well. You know what I mean? And so like, now I'm saying it out loud, it's like you're giving me clothing. And it's not like you're quality, high quality. And don't get me wrong, y'all know I find the quality pieces, but like you're not a brand booster. Like being next to you isn't like, oh my gosh, you know? And just kind of thinking it in that way. And I know that can seem entitled, because I am grateful. You know, I'm never not grateful. The hard part again is this is my day job. Like this is not a hobby for me. Like for people who have their day job, yeah, you can afford to do stuff unpaid and it's really great to get that stuff. I would like to do this for my living, so I just don't have the opportunity as much to do that, right? And like I said yesterday, like the goal is to have brands like this because it is a very much male-owned brand. Male-owned brand. Like y'all should be paying because again, I want to make sure that when there are people who actually need these resources for free, because this company is not broke, you know, and there are brands that I want to work with who need these resources for free, I'm able to do so because, so I know I always have come up here a little nervous to really like own some things that like I deserve this because I have not wanted to perpetuate that stereotype, because that isn't my thoughts at all. You know, I work really hard and I've worked so hard for so many things and to be living this life. And like, so to have these brands just kind of like, especially again, because they're bigger brands, like, and like, I've had a big beauty brand, ta-da, whose event I was just at, do something similar where it's like, I mean, we're such and such, like, we shouldn't have to pay you. You should be grateful to be getting this product. And it's like, I'm not grateful, but I am providing a service. And so like, that's the one thing that does feel hard in this space. Again, sometimes it's like, please remember, I am providing you a service. I am the service provider. I am your Comcast, your Xfinity. Like, not that you cannot create content without me specifically, but without models, photographers, videographers, these brands could not exist. And without people who do have influence, y'all could not push the products to the level that y'all do. Like, just have that level of consideration. Because again, I know I don't ask for what I could be asking, and I know other girlies ask. I literally just ask for what, again, just it makes sense. So that was really stressful and annoying yesterday because, again, it's like I'm really trying to find a comment like, hey, I want to fulfill my obligations for this campaign. Is it just possible for me to post a day before so that way I can fulfill my contractual obligations to you while also not breaching the people paying me? And they're just like, it's impossible. And if it's not these dates, and it's like, so you're basically asking me to breach my other contracts. And if the shoe was on the other foot, you know, they would not be cool with that. And that's the other hard part. Like I said, like a lot of people, I understand the thoughts on the outside. Like, oh, these girls, they're just getting things like, but when you're on the inside working it, and again, like when you've had these brands get so much over on you, you know, it makes sense. It makes so much more sense why the girlies show up the way they do and have the ground rules that they do. So with that, I'm going to put on something casual for now. I really just wanted to make sure this was done early, and that way, because I do like my makeup when it gets to like set a little dewiness. I feel like once the like dewiness really, you know, it's not bad, but I just feel like my makeup gets better as the day goes on. I know that's weird, but there's something about it. So I'm gonna go grab me a coffee. I think I want to continue just journaling and writing some stuff down before I, like I said, come back, take Anna on our little hot girl walk and get dressed. I'm really excited. I'm thinking like a burgundy fit, like something semi-loud that will work for a couple of occasions. I also was considering, I won't lie, I can be a little extra sometimes. I was considering like an outfit change, like an outfit for the workshop and then a different outfit for Fenty. That might still happen, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So I need to actually finalize that as well. Let me go do that because I'm not trying to be late for my own workshop. this is the fit. It probably looks familiar because it's the same fit as Auntie Claus, but I'm loving, this is so easy, but I will say this is also my sign to get some non-formal clothing from Black-owned brands. I always look to them for like statement pieces for vacation and for like black tie, but I have had a lot more speaking engagements this year. So the top is from Zara. You might recognize it from the try-on. These wide burgundy pants, old from ASOS, paired with the Zara boots underneath because I'm going to be standing a lot and I want to be comfortable. Bringing it into the accessories. You know we do Black-owned at least with the jewelry. So I've got my Soko cuffs, my koi earrings. Then the rings are a mix of Soko and Biella Vintage, and it'll be linked because I can't think of it. I have my Amazon bracelets with my Soko bracelet. Again, just like super easy. The bag is gonna be Jacobs because I am gonna throw on the H&M coat that I got, the cropped one I wore the other day. So just something, again, like to have a layer, but I won't really need it because I'm gonna be inside. I also am bringing the H&M bag because I'm bringing my laptop as well. So this is the fit for my second workshop speaking engagement of the year. Let's get downtown to Cambria Hotel, which is so gorgeous, by the way. Give this workshop, then we're gonna do Fenty, and I'm not sure where we're headed for dinner, but we're gonna have a time, girl. We're gonna have a time. So let's get going. Is that what that is?
That's not my son. Oh, she got a new cat.
Girl, it's old. My old new boo, but she is
She's
everything.
Mr. Black, and I like it here.
We love it, and we love it here, okay? Look, when I say it is my favorite investment I've made this year, I will. Best Buy is where I got mine, but I know Amazon, because everyone kept saying it was sold on Amazon. I'm like, Best Buy is literally down the street. Why do y'all think Amazon's the only place that
being happy is success. You know how many rich, really rich people I know that are miserable?
We did it! Yeah. We did it, y'all. Okay. is Sunday. Me and Anna already did our walkies, got some breakfast, did like the usual morning routine. I try and keep Sundays. I don't like to make it like a whole reset day. I actually like to rest on Sundays. So like cleaning the house on Sunday is not actually like restful for me. Usually I say that for Wednesday. But a quick recap of yesterday. It was so good. Not only did you see that I got to meet Dame Dash, he was dropping gems, y'all. Like just saying so many important things, kind of reiterating a lot of what I feel like I've been learning and taking away this year is just kind of like the people at the top, the people doing well in my industry are not competition. Even people who are aligned or like, you know, close, right? Like we've got the same amount of followers, we do the same kind of content. Like they are not my competition. Like the people who are doing well are collaborating and finding ways to make things make sense for everybody. So it was just a really, his talk was so good. The workshop was amazing, y'all. We didn't even get through the whole deck. We just had so many questions and we just found it was so much more beneficial at some point to just open it up early to a Q&A, and we answered so many questions around like contracts, dear Lord, the questions around contracts, especially from businesses trying to navigate contracts with creators to creators trying to just navigate contracts, how you figure out pricing, things like that, putting together portfolios and media kits, and just a lot of really useful information outside of obviously just creating for impact and making sure like the content you're creating has intention. I think so many people, again, like you're probably seeing all these videos like post the content, post the content, post the content, and like that's cute, but the reason a lot of people do not last as long as I have lasted and other girlies in the industry have lasted is because there is strategy behind the content and there's intent behind the content. Like I didn't start posting this so I could be famous. I didn't start posting this so I can get likes and get clout and all that stuff. That was not why I started my journey at all. I really started to help people, to inspire people, to show people, again, like you can be a woman with these degrees in a male-centered, you know, space and be taken seriously. You can look good and find what feels good regardless of where you grew up, what you have access to. Like that is how it all started for me. That is my intentions every time. And as I'm releasing content, and we talked about this in the workshop, like I'm releasing to either attract new audiences or give you guys something to connect with me deeper on, or, you know, on occasion when I do the sponsored post, like try and depending on just what's the agreement or the conversation, you know what I mean? Like, am I driving conversions, right? Like my job is, as y'all know, I'm not a salesperson. If you like what I'm talking about, awesome, amazing. If it works for you, I am so happy. You know what I mean? But like, I'm not up here like, y'all need to buy and do all these reviews, and that's not what this is about. You know what I mean? So just having those honest conversations, having those discussions, it was so great. And then the Savage Fenty event, as you saw, 50% off of everything. There was a couple of pieces I was eyeing up, but if I'm totally honest, there are bigger fish I want to spend my monties on for the holiday season, some gifts for my family, for my friends, and then of course like one or two things for myself. So I didn't buy anything there, and we ended up at Ash Bar, which was so good. Mel came and joined us. You saw Ash and Michael and her friend Coco, and we were having just so many good conversations. Again, just like once I finally got over, you know, some barriers and some of my own projections on just like how the industry was and the space was and the people were, like a lot of the right people are just aligning in my life. So it's been so great because my Kia, I'm so sad I missed her talk because Dame Dash was delayed, so she was on at the same time as my workshop because I did want to like share that with y'all because she hosts a podcast. She is amazing. She's so funny. If y'all think we kiki, she is equally as hilarious. So find her podcast. I'm gonna make sure I link it below. And then Ashlyn doing website design, you know, and then Mel, this is her Instagram. She is a huge creator here in Detroit as well. So she actually was like having her birthday and she was like talking about how she had doubts about coming, and Ashlyn said something that was just so, it just stuck with me. And it was just like, that's the universe, you know, testing if you really want this. Because while we were talking about how a lot of stuff feels so unforced these days, there is still that like maybe that doubt or like I don't feel like it. Like Mel said, she had woken up like, yeah, I just, you know, didn't think I had anything to wear. I was feeling imposter syndrome. I'd never spoken before. And, you know, she's almost wasn't going to go. And then she gets there and someone comes up to her like, I literally came just to hear you speak. You've inspired my journey. And then ended up, you know, at the Savage Fenty event with us and out for dinner with us, you know, when she was just going to spend basically kind of the rest of her birthday, you know, that part of her birthday by herself. And so she really got to have a moment of community with us. And, you know, Ashlyn was like, yeah, like, I have just learned, like, there's gonna be something. And just to expect that, like, hey, like, it's not always something in a bad way. It's just, I expect that there might be a moment I doubt myself, but I'm gonna make sure I push past that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let that block me from my blessings. So that was just so beautiful. So it is almost 1 o'clock-ish right now, so I'm actually going to go ahead and change into the fit for Pilates with my girl Becca, who was, of course, co-hosting the workshop yesterday. She is training to get her Pilates license, gonna be a Pilates body mommy. So excited, honestly. So she's hosting us at an amazing event at 2. Gonna come back here, shower, quick beat, to get back downtown to hoop Mobb. So let me get changed. I'll quickly walk you through my workout set and we're gonna do Pilates together and get into the rest of this amazing Sunday. This is the fit for Pilates, right? So it is from Fashion Nova. It also comes in black. I, of course, love just like all the detailing on this and the purple. So fun. And if you didn't know, purple is actually my favorite color. And this may be the only purple piece of clothing that I have. Do with that information what you will. The jacket, of course, I've talked about this from Urban Outfitters. H&M has a similar one. I've linked it below. Then for the shoes, I have these On Clouds. If you ever see me in Lululemon, On Cloud, Nobles, those came from my mother because y'all know she is my CrossFit baddie. Like only she can get me to do like the Urban Athlon, high rocks, things like that. So she loves being in shape and everything about CrossFit culture. So she ends up with a lot more fitness things than she wears. So I get to reap the benefits. Then I'm just going to bring this little easy tote bag you see on the floor to bring all of my like tripods, my water, things like that. Because again, it's just super casual, super cute, getting these Pilates bodies together. So let's go hang with Becca and the girlies and get a quick workout in. Diamond's like concerned. She's like, after she done spill her.
Alright. You need bread before?
I like a good bread, a little piece of toast. You know what I'm saying? Call me old school. It's not bad though. Yo, the Pilates so good, but I am quaking. Like every time I think I'm in shape, Pilates humbles me. But I'm freshly showered, have my makeup on, wanted to just quickly share the Bare Minerals look. So went in with my Bare Minerals tinted moisturizer. Then the blush is actually a mix of the bronzer, which is this Kiss of Copper, and it's actually a blush bronzer combo. So I went in with that like kind of below my usual bronzer. I used Merit still as my like bronzer to give obviously a nice dewy look. Then very lightly went over top with the nice mauve glow in the highlighting. So you can kind of see that like lighter pink above the like nice bronzer. And I'm actually loving, this is their lip balm. I didn't use the liner because I wasn't sure how it was gonna look with the balm. But I like the balm. It's a good kind of like darker nude color for me. I'm obsessed. I'm actually really, really obsessed. So this came out super cute. Let me go ahead and get dressed because I have to head right back downtown to Shinola, and we are going to check out Mobb's, get a look at the new line of earrings and jewelry that they have a good time, reconnect with the girls because Diamond and Amber will also be there again. So I think I have exactly what I want to wear in my mind, but I need to get moving because I don't like to be late. So this is a look for the evening. This really cozy, semi-sheer, like burnt-out brown dress. I have been waiting for a moment to pull this out because I'll be going out on like a bunch of nice dates, and honestly, there's not a lot of like, I mean, maybe a night out would be when I would wear this, right? But honestly, I feel like this is so much more fun for an event. I got this from Pretty Little Thing. I think I'll make sure I link where it's actually from below, but the brown detailing, again, just super cozy, paired with my go-to Berkshire sock booties in also brown color. Earrings are Fashion Nova, and then as you can see, my usual suspects for the rings. I'm realizing I have not been sharing my scents with you. Let me tell you what I've got on today. For the base, I have the Prada Paradox. I love this, or honestly, my Valentino pink for the evening, but today it was giving Prada, but I decided to mix this with the replica Afternoon Delight. I just wanted something a little bit softer. I do love the spice that kind of comes with Paradox, but I also wanted just a little bit, just the tiniest hint of sweetness. So the vanilla in this really lifts Paradox really, really well, giving just like a cozy scent for the evening. I'm gonna go with the H&M Borg coat. I love the like tan color to offset the dark brown. Plus, I just needed something that was gonna look a little bit nicer to go with the dress. The shacket that I have in the back, it was not giving what it needed to give, even though y'all know I'm a monochrome girly. Usually that would have been the choice, but this just feels a little bit more professional, a little bit dressier. Then for the bag, gonna go with Mark because I am bringing a couple of cameras, obviously, to document Mobb and Shinola. Plus, I just love the like deep, rich color of the tote and the burgundy with all the different shades of brown and tan. Right? Just giving like cozy luxury for Mobbs in Detroit with the girls. Yeah, I'm ready. I think you're ready too. Let's go have a time.
Yeah.
Let the heart go away. Yeah, we're good.
Just dying. Like performer did not almost take us out. And I was next to you dying. I was like, don't judge me, Diamond. I tried to kill us. It was a group effort because Becca invited us. I think they taught it together. Becca tried to act like she knew what was happening. She's like, it's not that complicated. You'll be okay.
Yo, the Mobb event. Honestly, like the whole day, Shinola was gorgeous. Got to finally see one of the rooms there. I have been wanting to do a staycation there for a while, so it was nice to finally like get inside because I've eaten at San Morello. I've been inside the cute little bar area next door and gone to evening bar, all doping inside Shinola, but I've never actually seen one of the rooms. And as y'all saw, Hoop Mob was generous. I'm gonna show you because they let us pick out 3 items. And it was just so great. And that's what I love about these kinds of events. Again, like some brands, they really just act like they are doing the girlies in Detroit a favor just by like showing up. I remember the Champs activation. Like, they rented out park. It was gorgeous, but at the same time, it was like, okay, cool. Like, we had a party, as if Detroit brands don't throw parties for the girlies. Obviously, like Prada, throwing, like, you know what I mean? So I love when brands really do think about treating people special, not just for influencers. I was literally just talking to my dad about this as he was like calling to hear how the workshop and everything went. The thing with like a lot of brands, as I'm thinking big picture and like how they can just do better, like we've had so many brands come here and like pass through and like create content here but not have activations here. Like I think it was Abercrombie and Fitch also was at Shinola with like some of the Real Housewives, which it would have been so much better if, like, the way I would love to see brands do things now is, yes, have the cool influencer events to get everybody hyped, but then have a dope, like, RSVP event for people in that city, especially cities that don't have activations every couple of seconds. Like New York, they be having activations like every single day, dang near, right? In Detroit, I feel like we're headed that way. But until then, like, I think what brands are kind of missing out on is like, okay, we're gonna have this like private event for the who's who, but really a lot of people just want to feel special. So some of the brands, like I said, they'll come here and it's like, okay, come in the door, but it's just a shopping event with drinks, right? And people want to feel special. And that's something like I keep thinking about when we had our coach event, right? It was like, yes, we are going to get people to come. We're going to ask them to shop and spend a lot of money because the brand wanted an ROI. But we have to make people then feel special. You know what I mean? And even for people who didn't purchase anything, they got a giveaway. Like there was raffle tickets for the people who purchased something to win an extra gift, right? Like you want to make people feel special and it shouldn't be just the influencers, right? Like obviously they have the influence, like we get people to buy things obviously based off of our recommendations and the trust we've built, but I also would love to see more brands just do both. Like it wouldn't be wild to have kept Shinola another day and had like Abercrombie and Fitch stuff and a really cool kind of activation that people could just come into and like really get into the brand outside of just like Somerset Mall. And you, if you've been to any of my shopping days, like you see the like displays at the malls too, like they're just not, unless I know of like specific pieces, like a lot of them are like JB, come inside, singing that like siren song the way that I would say like Zara, H&M, right? They just always have good pieces, so you're gonna look inside. But some of these brands have to like have that recognition, of course, like babes, this setup, this little like store display you got works in like this other city, but here the girlies need a little more razzle dazzle. Like it's not giving. Anyway, what I got from Hoop Mob though, with holiday season, these really gorgeous pearl giant hoops. I have a couple of really fun outfits. I've been talking about my 12 days of Giftmas the whole vlog because I'm just so excited. I'm going to start filming tomorrow and get all the fits. So this, I'm super excited. I feel like it's going to go with some of the really fun outfits I have. Just a little bit of an extra razzle dazzle. This next one, I'm looking for a good everyday hoop. So I really, really love the texture going on with these. So these are going to be so fun. So easy just for like an everyday running to the coffee shop. I like to just have hoops on, but just a little razzle, a little razzle dazzle for the everyday, and it still makes a statement and not like too simple. The mini hoops, like the simple huggies, they're cute, but I prefer earrings like this even for like the everyday. Very much on brand. Of course, had to get some big chunky hoops. Y'all love my Brockeye ones, but these are just as amazing, and these are more classic, right? The Brockeye ones have the nice twist, but these are just going to be a great statement piece for the holidays, for every day. I mean, yeah. They also gifted us these really amazing Hoop Mob branded travel jewelry bags, which I have been wanting one of these forever, but honestly, I've been just too lazy to purchase all the ways I can like organize my jewelry for when I travel. No more necklaces stuck together, earrings all in one place. Y'all know I usually keep like the old jewelry bags and just kind of like mass pack them into one big bag. So grateful, so grateful, because I literally was needing exactly this, especially because I'm about to pack up my whole life in a week to go head home and hang out with my mom in Wisconsin for a week. So I pack a lot of stuff when I go hang with her. And that about wraps up the vlog, y'all. Like, this was such an incredible weekend. Definitely a much busier weekend than my normal weekend. I'm going to stress that. I definitely do want to make sure that I share a regular, like, semi-homebody weekend. I will say, like, for the most part, my weekends, unless there are events, I do like to maybe sit in a coffee shop, kind of check in with myself, because I find Detroit, a lot of the events are during the weekday. There's events like Wednesday, we've got Well Dressed Wednesdays at the Godfrey. Thursday, there's usually something. Usually one of my favorite DJs has been in like Friday or Saturday, so like I pop out probably once, but I will say for the most part, during the weekends, unless I'm hitting up the coffee shop, I've really got a bunch of maybe shopping or things I need to do. I do spend a lot of it. I like ideating. I like creating, like coming up with outfits and the pictures and editing all the footage. So I'm going to, for sure, coming in December, make sure I have a more chill vlog for you before we end out the year, just so we can spend a little more casual time together, because this was a lot. But we got it all done, though. Like, I knew I wasn't sure. You remember me saying at the beginning, like, I don't know if we're going to do all this. Like, something might give. And one thing did give. I didn't make it to Amber's fireside chat, which was amazing. I saw the clips. Like, she did so dope. But the rest of it, the decorations, the shopping, the workshop, the events, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm about to have my Chris Belly's pizza, have me a chocolate chip cookie, just hydrate, because I can tell a little dry. Gonna get some hydration, especially after the Pilates bodies, and just rest and enjoy the rest of my Sunday. So thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoy these kinds of videos, check out my entire vlog playlist. Spend more time with me on the weekends, some chill, some hype, some with my family. You kind of see that dynamic. My travel vlogs, me with my friends. Check it out. We can hang a little bit more there. But before you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Don't miss a video with your girl, fashion, lifestyle, beauty, just generally helping you not just look good, but feel good, because you deserve it. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you over there.